Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no.
I'm living life from the outside in, observing my people. My black people, pants on the ground, sunshine smile. Ice so cold, frostbite a couple thou. Green over degrees, MJ on the wall, where a diploma at? Oh, you trying to ball every day. Don't care what they say, can't think cause the money in the way, no knowledge, what's up? What is wrong with us? We let this beautiful melanin be the reason we're looked down upon by others and ourselves. We let these stereotypes act as scripts that depict our famous flaws. We let false facts paint pictures that never make it past our halls. Yet we let success slip through the fingers we should use to climb these walls. Oh, you're waiting for Superman.
Good. You have destroyed the mindsets of our people. We are how the supply that tie our eyes. We steam our thoughts. Microwave our minds, boil our brains. You have created potheads. Hotheads where you're a thug if you got dreads, you dread the young logical ninjas. Instead of going out to kick it, we like to use our heads. We get wrapped up every night, listen to the Tech 9s, Mac 10s, 40 blocks pop, red and bop, fuse box, selection shot, free throws at my right hand man. Oh no, my bro just got shot. All because we get stoned on the block trying to get off these rocks.
Understand the statistic. Yes. Understand the possibilities and what the society's expectations for them. And it's like they're like, ooh, let me follow these expectations instead of proving people wrong. Like instead of going to jail and doing things that will potentially get you in jail, they're not doing things like going to college. And if they do go to college, it's for the same things. Like it's not to be different or to persevere. It's just for status. It's not for their own well-being. Like,
but do you know that, like, most of the time, people can't control how, like, they act for real because, like, when you grow up and what you see, it really does have an effect. You may not know that, but it's having an effect on you.
I feel like it does have an effect because living in a certain environment does have an effect on things. However, that comes a point in your life where you have to grow up and come to realization that the world is not going to use your past life as an excuse. You're still going to go to jail. You're not going to go to court and say, I stole because I live in this neighborhood. That's not going to be like a substitute or like something that's going to keep you from getting in trouble. And that's what they're not getting.
I mean, they could have some sort of empathy, understanding of why you would do such a thing like that. And that is why some people use that as a
right. That's why they get second chances. But then that's what I mean. And that's where it comes into play when you get second and third chances, and they still continue to do things like illegally sell marijuana or smoke or have knives or unauthorized weapons.
You know, some people they got no choice. They have no choice. But this, look. I think when you asked me earlier, did the teachers have a big effect on how I am? I think a lot of these people that are selling drugs and all that because they can't find a decent job or anything like that. It was because they grew up with this like preconceived notion. They see all these rappers on TV and all. They grew up with this idea that
media influence.
Right, they grew up with this idea that this is how they're supposed to act. So of course they went through school with not the mentality of getting that education. They went through it with school mentality of this is where I'm just gonna go for my adolescence, and after that I'm out on my own. They didn't really use that. They didn't view that as a jumping off point to start their life. They just used that as something I do every day on the weekdays when my mom going to work or go to school. They don't use that as like.
I think it's a way for quick money. I don't think they want to do something illegal. I feel like it's just an easy way out. That's what I mean. Like
if they can't find no job, they didn't pursue a further education, and it was many factors.
Well, I heard the story of a colored kid kicking cans across a crowd, contemplating why his color confirmed his inevitable future of ridicule, melancholy, and misery, only to find that his happy ever after was a heaven never asked for.
Black boy most likely with a single parent, due to the unfortunate reasons fathers off here and there. Innocent hopes and dreams fill his young adolescent mind, yet he doesn't know the prejudice, struggles, and barriers of facing due time. Junior high now, 12 going on 13, making moves doing crimes that could sentence him at 14. Roaming in that black tinted Buick, AR-15 waiting in the backseat, living a lifestyle that could take him before he's 16. 17 minutes now. He's 18 facing 19 charges. This jury won't go easy on him. Only 20 more credits till he was finished with high school soon. That was 21 minutes to the verdict is due. The street won't go easy on him. The 22 concealed by his shirt evidently didn't hide the fresh blood covered the 23 logos on his sevens. They reached the verdict. 24 shows after scene, Lyle leaves my brother with 25 to life. Was it truly worth it?
They think they're going to end up that way. Wow. Stereotypes, they usually just like lies made up by like rumors and things that they seen happen. So I don't believe that everybody else. I don't think that everyone should be determined by stereotypes.
Yeah, because there have been some roadblocks because of my skin color.
Feel that the negative statistics or the way they view the society is true. Like, most of them are going to end up dead or in jail and not going to graduate college or high school.
Well, it's projection, but I believe some of it's true.
And what parts?
The jail part. Because they can sometimes be racially profiled by police, even if they didn't do anything.
Alright, do you feel that your environment has an effect on who you are today?
Definitely. But can't be who you want me to be. Oh yeah.
It's not about the institution. It's not about the institution. The institution has already been built to fail multiple people. And the only thing that you can't keep rebuilding something that wasn't built for you. And I refuse, when it comes down to the concept of education, everybody wants to go over the top of education needs to be fixed by this, and that. Yet, no one really wants to talk about how education is never available for people of color. I watched my grandma working hard across town, busting tables, while across the way I watched rich lawyers take black people's money working drug and murder cases. But hopefully, these living arrangements are just trial. I smile though I hate curling up in a fetal position every night, laying my head down on tile. And it's an organized world where our lines the only thing, single file to keep warm. Me and my siblings sleep in a dark pile. Hearing gunshots at night, wonder who done died now. And the news broadcasted another murder in the black community before the police answer a 9/11 dial. Yeah. Here, your time can't be determined by watches. Drugs and guns from these criminals, even the police can't cop it, stop it, because parents are starting to send their kids to the cemetery before they send them to college. Yeah. And because they want their quarterback, niggas lob bullets in his glass to the arena, shattering domes, and others in the chest like open receivers, rest in peace. That catch is now gone. You on the run, but you the one these dogs are after. Michael Vick, you should have stayed in your zone. Damn. I don't even have nightmares anymore. I take DMT trips and contemplate suicide. That's my new happy place. And I guess Santa feared you too, hood, because he delivered us neither gifts nor cold. Austin 316, frozen our party, all hearts are stone cold. We find these overpriced Jordans. I guess we paying them extra to step on our souls. I'm writing you to let you know today's the day. Coincidentally, I can't live life hanging with these hood-like supremacists. I'd rather get lynched by the KKK. So we should split the clock in different directions. It's time to part ways. My family and friends have fell victim to the residents of your nature. I hate you, but I'm sure you already got that gist. My relationship with you should be better. Really should go see his. They say I'm digging my own grave. Well, let me sleep in that ditch. They say life's a bitch. You're the reason mine is like this. You're the reason I walk around pissed because they told me I wasn't going to amount to shit. TikTok my click.
Mothers crying, all because their sons are dying. If we don't do nothing, if we don't stand together, we're too busy out here fighting each other. If we don't become one, we'll lose the war. If we're on the same team, what are we fighting for? You can't fight fire with fire. We gotta do better.
You don't believe in yourself, but it shows in your actions. It shows in the way you can write a dope ass poem on stage, but you can't write a one-page essay for your class. And that comes from own perspective too, because ask them.
growing, when I was slamming on team, I had to struggle to keep my GPA up just to stay on team. Even though I'm writing dope-ass poems, I refuse to write a one-page fucking essay. Just refuse. And that comes from self-sabotage, which is an education that's deeply rooted in this fucking country for people of color.
Created in a way that you don't do that. Like, I only know of one person that ever dropped out of my high school. One person ever in the past 6 years. But beyond that, I just don't know anyone that went to my school. And it's so amazing to know that. Like, my school, and it's a rich neighborhood. It is. It's like 94% of students, at least every year, go to college. There's so many things. There's a support system, like you guys were saying, that keeps us in the school. If you ace your SAT, you're amazing. No, the fuck you're not. So what? Okay, you were able to pay some Princeton review books. Okay, I can't afford that, and so I got a low score. You know, it's like
grades have become so important to me, and for multiple reasons. One is because my mom put so much emphasis on them. Second is because I personally care about them. The reason why I put so much emphasis on grades is because my mom instilled in me the notion that if you are Black, if you are Latino, if you are Indigenous, your grades need to be 2 times better than your white peers to get half of what they have. And that is something that I sincerely believe in. If you look at the statistics, colleges that I want to apply to, UC Berkeley, Black kids, you're reaching for the high 700s, the SAT scores. Asian and white kids, they can get stuff as like mid 600s, and they will still let you in Berkeley. In terms of scholarships, white students get 72% of the scholarships that are offered.
Consider this. When Black men graduate from high school with a solid foundation, we go on to solve big problems. We serve our country and earn college degrees in the millions. We build new businesses at a faster rate and contribute more of our income to charity than the average American household. Just imagine the things we can accomplish if all of us have a real opportunity to learn.
We can't keep on tearing down. We gotta come together. Together we find peace. Peace. We find peace. Peace. Peace of mind. It's a piece of yours. We gotta stand for what's right. We gotta use our voice, 'cause nobody's gonna love us if we don't love ourselves. We all tryna buy heaven, but now we're living in it.
It's just a system. It's just you gotta understand the system and understand that you get in when you fit in. And it's like not being confined. It's just all about not being confined, whether it's shackles or classrooms. It's just not being confined. Because it's like they ask you, it's about understanding the policy so that you can be the one impacting it. Not so some person from Alabama can tell DC that Black people need to go to the charter school. Like, you don't know that. You don't know that. And so it's really about taking your history and making it into your future. Because at the end of the day, you have to be you. You know what I'm saying? I heard it earlier. The most, more than any degree, more than any test, learning yourself so that you can help others learn their self is what makes you valuable.
Why are you so stubborn to hear my written opposition? See, ignorance is only bliss in a stereotypical society. Your 2 truths are my people's 1 lie. We've been recorded as two-faced. One's dead, the other hides, but still we rise.
This is to my fallen brothers that get hit with unbearable circumstances. This is to my fallen brothers that were never given any chances. This is to my fallen brothers that let their cells and their freedom rot in prison. And this is to my fallen brothers now plotting on doing a killing. This is to my fallen brothers that get caught up and brought down in situations and scenarios based on decisions processed in their cerebral. That painful epiphany of knowing you're not equal leads to the finger caught on the trigger as if it was fatal. That fatal decision that urges to steal now leaves you still from a piece of steel. Cock back and loaded this weapon as a record of kills. And that's young Black men, it's its appeal. This is to my fallen brothers. I carry and hold your untold legacies. I will keep hope alive as long as y'all keep hope in me.
Behind every fact is a face. Behind every statistic is a story. Behind every catchphrase is a young person whose future will be lost if something is not done. Immediately change his or her reality. For young African American men, the numbers are staggering and the reality is sobering.
If we don't become one, we'll lose the war. If we're on the same team, what are we fighting for? You can't fight fire with fire. We gotta do better. We can't keep on tearing down. We gotta come together. Together we find peace. Peace. We find peace. Peace. Land of free, full of harmony. It's supposed to be, to be. We are free, let our freedom ring. It was all a dream, a dream. Land of free, full of harmony. It's supposed to be, to be. We are free, let our freedom ring. It was all a dream, a dream. It was all a dream.